Okay, so now that we know our three avatars for the three campaigns that we're going to be creating, and we know the lead magnets that we're going to be using, that we'll be offering to our avatar, let's start looking for websites that would be suitable to pop up over and offer them that lead magnet. We want these to be websites that are something where these avatars would be searching for information. So if we start with our first avatar, who was Mike. Mike was the married guy with 3 kids, and they're planning a trip to Europe, specifically France. And he's a little bit stressed out about all the preparation that's involved. So Mike would probably be searching on Google for something like, let's see here, traveling in Europe. Okay, so we see a few good websites here. Rick Steves, Travel Europe. So great travel tips here. So let's go just look at his website a little bit. What I would do then is, when I'm finding websites, I'm going to grab the URL and I'll put it in an Excel spreadsheet. I'll save it there. And later on, when I have my campaign created in one of the PPV networks, I'll just copy and paste the URLs from my spreadsheet into my PPV campaign. So Rick Steves, he's a pretty popular guy. This would be a good website. It's a good travel website. Now, a rule of thumb here is some of these popular websites, they're going to get a lot of traffic, but will it be targeted enough? Now, Rick Steves is specific towards Europe, so that would probably be a good website in this sense. If it was something like, say, National Geographic or Expedia or something like that, they're very broad, they're worldwide, and so it may not be targeted enough for traveling in Europe. So what we could do, and a lot of this too is trial and error. That's really what it is. And this is the work part of setting up your PPV campaigns. It's going out and finding these URLs. This is where there is actual work involved. So we could try something. We just grab the URL for Rick there. We don't want the https://www. We don't need that. Ideally, we want to just take the first part here, ricksteves.com. I would grab that, I would copy it, I would put it in my Excel spreadsheet. So let's go back. What else did we see here? There's Rick Steves, some more. Here are ads. We can take these here now. I am Canadian. I'm on a Canadian site, so I see raileurope.ca. So that may not be, you can use that, but it depends on the area that we're targeting. In our campaigns, we'll be able to set up what countries we target. So if we're targeting the United States, then having a Canadian website isn't going to help us that much. But perhaps there is a website, raileurope.com, so we could try that. This is an ad, so I'm going to save this guy the cost of a click. So I'm going to just paste it in there and see what happens. Okay, so that is raileurope.ca. Now what if I went and deleted that? Oops. Oh, there it popped up, raileurope.com. So here's the American site. So we could grab this too. Take this guy. Don't worry about the index. Just we want the shortest part here, raileurope.com, and that'll work. Go back a little bit more here. Let's see. Europe travel guide, Nomadic Matt. Europe travel tips. So, for example, we may take this one, but perhaps we'll use the long tail URL for him. And so we'll grab this whole section and put that as well in the spreadsheet. Save it for when we create our campaign. Budgettraveler.org. Okay. Oh, there's raileurope.com. Lonely Planet. Here again, Lonely Planet will probably get a ton of traffic to their website. And so we'll want to be specific. If our lead magnet is very Europe specific, then we probably want a URL that's specific like that. So how to travel in Europe. Sure, that sounds like a good one. We could take that, I'll copy it, I'll paste it, put it in my spreadsheet. Of course, like I say, you could try doing lonelyplanet.com and just monitor it, see how much traffic it gets. If it's getting a lot of traffic and no conversions, then it's probably not suitable and you want something more targeted, more specific. So keep going down. Let's see here, what's next? Five tips for traveling in Europe, Hostel World. Well, as a family, yeah, they might be. VisitEurope.com. This would probably be a good one. We could grab that one. Eurail.com. Sure. So, and then we'll try different things. So let's say we got to think outside the box sometimes. Not that this is necessarily. Vacationing in Europe with kids. Let's see. Family vacations. Okay, let's see here. Best of Europe family vacations. Best places for family vacations in Europe. Okay, let's see even if there's something specific. Provence. Let's click on Provence. Okay. Oh, even here we see Europe, France, and Provence. Okay, so we could grab this whole part of the URL here. Or I wonder even if we scale back a little bit, if we went just to France, what pops up? There, France travel guide. Hey, that's perfect. Okay, look, they want our email. Could grab this, specific to France. Grab that, put it in our spreadsheet. We'll use it later. Let's go back here and let's see here. Trafalgar.com. This is, yeah, I think this is a travel agency. So this works. You could try travel agencies, your Travelocity, or what are some of the others? Expedia, Yahoo Travel, whatever. You could try those. Parents.com. Travel to Europe on a family budget. Parents. Sure. This would be a great one. This is actually a good example of if you took only parents.com, it would not be targeted enough. There's so many other topics that you would get a lot of impressions, but you won't get a lot of conversions. But if you take something specific to what your avatar and what your lead magnet are, traveling to Europe as a family, then you will, of course, not get as many impressions as if you took parents.com, but they're a lot more targeted and a lot better chance than at getting an opt-in on your capture page. So what I'll do is I'll do that. I gathered before a couple dozen URLs, and you'll want to keep adding. In time, you will need hundreds of URLs in time to get enough traffic and conversions, but you just start off bit by bit, add more and more. So let's carry on. We'll quickly do a little bit on the other avatars as well. So the next one was Rob, and he was working on internet marketing, email marketing, blogging. So let's see here. Let's type in email marketing. Let's type in email marketing ideas, because he was struggling for some ideas here. Okay, so we see a lot of ads. A lot of these are for autoresponder systems. So that works too. You could try those. They'll probably get quite a bit of traffic, but you can plug them in there and see if they convert, because our lead magnet is targeted exactly towards email marketers, and email marketers use autoresponders, and so they may work. So you could grab this constantcontact.com. You could try salesforce.com. Admittedly, I've used that before and didn't get any results. There will be more here as well. Infusionsoft. Now, some of these are going to get tons of traffic, like an Infusionsoft, and a lot of these autoresponders are, so you have to be careful with that. Here's an idea or an example again of entrepreneur.com. Would not be targeted enough, but here is an article within entrepreneur.com that may be suitable. So you would grab that part of the URL. Don't do just entrepreneur.com, but do the long tail version of it. Vertical response, 6 ideas to refresh your email marketing. Hey, great. Grab this whole one. And even you can see then, if the website is targeted enough, verticalresponse.com. Here's their blog. Then you could, the closer you get to the root URL, the more traffic you're going to get. And so if you see that the blog is targeted, great, use it. If you can even go back as far as verticalresponse.com, hey, this looks pretty good. Email and social media marketing. You could try something like that. A lot of it is just trying. They say throw it at the wall, and if it sticks, then great. And if it doesn't, then move on. We'll talk later on about what sort of criteria to use to figure out if a URL or a keyword is producing, when to keep it and when to cut it and get rid of it. So let's go back here. There's a good one. 150 fresh A/B email split tests. Great. Email Critic. Okay. Let's do even email marketing for small business. Topics. Email marketing. Great. Let's see what's here. Forrester Research. I don't know this one. No, this one may not be suitable. So you'll want to go through and look at them all. Campaignmonitor.com. These are ads again, but sometimes the URL they give doesn't suit, and so you got to click on the ad. Don't tell anyone. So here's Campaign Monitor. This looks like another autoresponder system, email system. Again, you could try it, see what happens. How about email marketing training? Again, just go through these. Linda, that's associated with LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, of course, would be a much too big website, but if there's something specific to internet marketing or email marketing or online marketing within LinkedIn, you could try it. And there's a few even, I know of some email marketing courses like Autoresponder Madness, so something like that. Website. This is specific to email marketing, so grab that URL. That'll work. That's targeted, and that'll be perfect. Now, if you grab just the root URL, and here you see below it the About section, you'll get most of the traffic by just getting the root. But if you grab the About or the long tail for these URLs, then you won't get the root traffic. But if someone goes to the long tail URL, you'll get a chance at that popping up on that URL then. Madness review. Yeah, that might be a good one too. Someone's reviewing it. So there you go. Grab a whole bunch, put them in an email spreadsheet, and then we'll pop them in our campaigns later. I'm going to do the same for our third avatar, for Karen, who is trying to sell her house. I'm going to look for real estate or home staging or selling your home type URLs, and I'm going to grab those and put those in a spreadsheet. But for now, we got an idea what we're doing here, and yeah.